Hello, I'm Father Joe Gambala, pastor of St. Malachy Catholic Church in Sterling Heights. Welcome to Saints of the Summer. Today is June 26th. We have two saints today, Saints John and Paul. No, not the apostles. These gentlemen lived in the mid-300s. Now, Christianity became legal under Constantine many years before, and John and Paul were Christians, and they were also officers in the army. Now, the army was the slowest institution to accept Christianity, but since Constantine made it legal, there were no longer persecutions of Christians. And John and Paul were able to convert some of their fellow pagan officers to Christianity. One famous story involved an expedition to Thrace, which is an area north of Greece. And their commander officer was a pagan, and they had to face these Scythians. That was the name of the tribe they were going to battle. And John and Paul told their commanding officer, look, if you really want to win this battle, you ought to have God behind you. You really ought to convert to Christianity. And since the commanding officer didn't like his odds for this battle, he decided, okay, I'll convert. He did, and the Roman soldiers won. Well, John and Paul continued in the army and continued to practice their faith and bring other pagans to the faith. When the emperor passed away and was replaced by a guy named Julian. Julian now is presiding over an empire where most of the people are Christian. But Julian believes that he was the last emperor to do this, believe in going back to the old pagan ways. He didn't have the ability like old Diocletian did to launch a massive persecution because most of the people were Christians. But he did feel he could probably at least get the army more pagan and made it illegal to be a Christian in the army. John and Paul, of course, were given the option to renounce the faith or leave the army and save their lives. But John and Paul, of course, would have none of it. They weren't going to leave the army, and they weren't going to renounce their faith, and therefore became martyrs for the faith.